Hey guys, Rich here with Ultra Motorsports. We're doing a little different this time. We're not at the Ultra Motorsports warehouse or the service and restoration center. We're at the airport. The airport's a little vacant right now, but we're doing our walk around for a potential online buyer regarding this 1965 Ford Mustang Fastback. So just like all of our videos, and you'll have to excuse the music in the background. I really can't control that right now. I wish I could, but there's a lot of process that has to happen. It takes me a few days notice to get this vehicle out of the airport, so I won't be able to start it either for you guys. Just like all of our videos, we're going to start right here at the driver's side front fender, and then we're going to be just giving a car buyer's perspective of this car, looking at what's good, what's bad, etc. So let's take a look right here. We're starting at the driver's side front fender. I'm arm's reach away right now, and we're going to look at the chrome. The chrome on this vehicle is in very good condition. I would say new, as a matter of fact. All right, I don't see any issues, any blemishes to speak of. The bezels look good on the headlights, and then as we look at the lower front fender, or lower front of the car, front clip of the car, everything seems to be very tidy there as well. As we look at the fit on the hood, Mustangs are notorious for kind of a poor fit. This fit seems to be relatively good. The gapping is nice. What drew me to this car initially was the condition of the paint. It really is exceptional. I would think this is very, very close, if not identical, to Rangoon Red, in my opinion. So that's what I think this car is a Rangoon. As we look at the front fender, I do have one very small chip right here. I think you guys can see it. So just to give a little reference, it's very difficult to pick out, but and then the car probably needs a polish. It's been sitting here at the airport for quite some time, so some of this surface stuff will come out with a polish for sure. So let's pop the hood real quick, and then we can take a look at the engine compartment. We went ahead and redid this engine compartment the correct way. When we received the car, this was someone had painted it red, maybe kind of hot rodded it up a little bit like they liked, and we just decided to take everything back to the way it was. So power steering, original gold valve covers, and then the black engine also. Pretty much bone stock under here, okay? But you can see some of the quality here in just the, this car was clearly a part to be painted, okay? Clearly a part. And then we can see, this is the VIN that everybody wants to see. Okay, right there on the fender. Let's go ahead and shut this. Good sound. As we look down the driver's side of the car, it looks like it's laid out pretty straight. It's not, waving at us. It looks pretty good. As we look at the door fit is nice on this vehicle. Okay, and again, you can tell the vehicle was taken apart to be painted. All this stainless is very nice. There's no tape lines, nothing sloppy like that. Nobody took and taped around this kind of stuff. It all looks very nice. All this stuff is obviously clearly new. Okay, new vent windows. This was off the car, clearly to be painted. Even the felt, door felt, window squeegee, all that stuff was off. Weather stripping is very supple and looks new. Okay, so very, very tidy. Door handles not pitted at all. They look brand new as well. Okay, we'll take a look in the interior here in just a moment. Let's look at the rear glass. Again, this stainless is perfect. It does not need anything. This car is very much turnkey. So we look at the rear quarter. Again, I don't see any poor repairs that have been done, or any blemishes right now on the paint that I can see anywhere. That's a little bit of compound right there on the car, that's all. And whoops, I'm sorry, I have one little, so just to give reference, I have one very minor stone chip right there. I would be happy to touch that up. Just to give some reference to that stone chip, I'm standing next to the car right now, and you can see it's very extremely minor. Okay, so on around to the rear of the vehicle. Again, just as I suspected, all this stuff looks as if it's in new condition. Dual exhaust on the car. Looks like we're missing a screw right here. Missing a screw, but all this is new. Okay, I'm not saying it's all original and redone, but it's new. You know, and parts for these cars are very, very easy to come by. So this car, they probably just would have purchased all new. Gaps on the trunk deck look good, pretty uniform. As we look for any paint blemishes on this top deck surface, I really cannot see any at all. So everything looks very good, very, very good. Many people would say a amateur or just a enthusiast, a car enthusiast, they would probably say this car is perfect. Okay. Now you and me and other professionals probably know that that's certainly not the case. We can always find something with the car, but to most people, this would be a very, very stand-up vehicle. So as we look down the passenger side quarter, I don't see any, again, I don't see any deviations, any odd spots where they did poor body work or anything like that. We'll take a peek up in the rear, in the wheel wells of the other side too. But as you can see, everything seems to be pretty tidy. I don't see anything that, excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't see anything that is really nasty, okay? Again, you know, really, this car was a part to be painted, 100%. Door gap passenger side looks great. No issues there. Let's see. We got looks like Fumoco glass. That's great. This door vent window gasket looks great. All this stuff looks very nice. There's very, like, kind of maybe some beginning stages of patina starting on this vent window. My guess is some steel wool would probably clean that up very well. So I would not, that's not, and you would have to be a professional to see this anyways, in my opinion. Again, door felts look great, or window felts, excuse me. Weather strip gasket looks good. Looks like it could get retucked a little bit. So that's something that we can certainly handle. Looks like it needs retucked, maybe some more adhesive. It's a great advertising tool for me to have my vehicle out here. Unfortunately, sometimes, you know, people open the doors and, you know, get around the car, and so I can't always control what's happening to it. But passenger side front fender, everything looks nice. Lower end of the car looks great. All the chrome bezels look good. The bumper on this side, again, no issues whatsoever. It's very, very nice. No blemishes in the paint that I can see here at all. Zero. Okay. Windshield is perfect. This looks like a date-coated windshield. I'm sorry, an original Mustang. Maybe not an original Mustang windshield, but on this car, in my opinion, that doesn't really matter for this car. Okay, so let's look at the interior. I'm gonna go ahead and open both doors and try to get a little more light in here. Okay, so we're looking at the, looking at the driver's side door right now. Looks like we've got a couple screws that are out. That needs refastened. That's a shame. Those have shook out, but that's no big deal. Also missing a couple of rubber bumpers right here. That's no big deal at all either. As we can see, the weather stripping here is new. Door panels look nice. As we look at the lower doors, this looks great. I don't see any issues whatsoever. none. Those are factory weep holes. Everything looks appropriate. And yeah, this door panel looks very nice. No issues whatsoever. I really like the crimson over white interior. I think it's very, very unique and tasteful. I really think it's nice. As we look at the jamb, we don't see any poor repairs or anything like that. Nothing that anybody is going to be unhappy with, for sure. Okay, so carpet is all very nice. It's the kind of the crimson burgundy. We got pony interior in this car, and obviously the seat looks great. I mean, there's no wear or anything here. There is no wear to be seen on the piping at all whatsoever. Okay, looking at the dash on this car, looks like we got a little bit of dust. So, a little dust, but the dash is in excellent condition. Not one blemish that I can see anywhere on the dash, top side or bottom side. And again, this crimson looks really, really good on this car. It wears it really well. Dash is in good condition. Looks like we've got an original radio, and then they did not modify the dash to put an additional radio in there, which is great. I love seeing that. This undermount kit, very easy, very nice, very tasteful, can be removed if you don't like it. These kick panels, you could repurchase originals. These have the upgraded Kenwood speakers inside it, so this is a true driver's car. I mean, it really is one that someone could enjoy and take to a car show. Inside the glove box, everything appears to be tidy. Odometer showing 81,724. Steering wheel is excellent. I don't see any cracks in the steering wheel whatsoever. That's important. That's a big ticket item. If you wanted an original steering wheel, that could be a big ticket item. So that's great. Let's back out of the car here for a moment. We'll look at the headliner. Headliner is very nice. Very, very nice. Looks like we're missing the visor on the passenger side. And you can see where the mount goes for it right there. I may have that. I don't know. But that is missing, so everybody's aware. We'll go look at it over there too. Back seat, no stories. Same as the front. It's in very, very nice condition. Okay. Passenger side door. This is, secured exactly how it's supposed to be. That's nice. We're still missing these bumpers right here, so kind of making a list here for myself as well. As we look at the door panel, it looks great. The lower door panel, the lower part of the door, no rust to speak of. Everything looks tidy and nice. So here's definitely what you're going to get from me. You're going to get an honest assessment of the car. If you haven't noticed already, I really don't pull any punches. I show everything on the car very, very thoroughly. So as we look at the door jamb, no issues here that I can see. All the work looks really nice. Right there is where we're missing the visor. You guys can see the mount for the visor. So missing the passenger side visor. I don't know if it was whoever had the car just didn't even want it. Maybe they thought, I'm not gonna need a passenger. I don't want that thing flipping down in my way or whatever. Seems a little odd not to have it, but probably a pretty relatively quick, easy fix as well. We'll show the carpet here real quick. Pardon me. So you can see the condition of the carpet here. It's in great shape. No issues whatsoever. Okay, so, excuse me. Like I say, guys, what my videos lack in production value, you can bet that you're seeing the accurate picture of the car, for sure. Excuse me. Passenger seat, again, pony interior looks great. No wear on the piping, no wear on the bolster, nothing like that. Again, we see this is all very, very tidy and good looking on this side as well. Okay, so okay guys, well listen, that's our 65 Mustang Fastback. It's a 289 automatic transmission, kind of a bare bones car, power steering, and that's about it. But killer paint job and really well presented vehicle. So if you have any questions, reach out to me through our website or find our listing somewhere and just go ahead and give me a call at ultramotors.net. Thanks guys.